Okay, we have oral test today. I will ask each of you a question. Those questions will appear again on the day of the competition. So please answer the question carefully. First, I think we have to decide who is the first one. So each of you draw the lucky stick to decide who is lucky. The small number is the first one. The largest number is the final one.
No stress.
Oh, God. Okay. Who is the small?
I'll be the first one.
Line up, please. Line up, please.
Who's number 2?
Number one.
Number one. Who is number one?
I got number 3.
I got number 6.
I'm number 4.
Guess I'll be second.
The largest number is the final one.
Third. Oh no.
Get back my stick.
Also, this is not our question.
Lucky stick.
Oh my
I
god.
quote lucky
Oh my
stick.
god, this is not good.
You are lucky one.
No, I'm not.
Good, chosen one.
Beyond the question you draw, you can choose another question to answer to increase your point. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Choose the number. I will read the question.
I think you
Question
need 4, but
4.
I think I need to
What?
like rows. The only rows like require answer. So
What?
I won't answer the same question this time.
Yeah, well,
Okay, okay. You want to answer the same question?
No, I don't
Number
want to,
4.
so I think we need to row stick first.
Yeah, we just leave that stick out so we can
Yes.
draw other sticks.
Just
What do you
that
mean?
just that in charge first.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
So
8, 4.
I'm 4.
So,
So you're going to
Just
draw
take
it.
that stick out.
so
and
the
then just
yeah, it's
choose
fine.
it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, you're going to draw it.
it's fine. I got 7. Oh,
One.
I don't even know the question.
Yeah.
Which number you get?
8.
8. 8. Oh.
Oh.
What's that?
Oh. Okay.
Will there be a timer or I just enter it?
No time. You just
Can I like answer it? Like
and
after all of them answer it and decide do I go to answer another question?
timer is here.
Oh my god. There's a timer.
There is a timer. Oh no, there is a timer.
There's a timer.
Okay, timer.
Sorry.
Okay,
I give you
can.
timer. Okay. Hey, be quiet. Be quiet. Okay. The number 4 question. Can you explain the current status that your team chosen and the robot design were chosen? Start.
Okay, so first on scoring the points. So we separate the goal into 3 parts, and the team which are better will like focus on the 3 goals further, and the team which is like weak will focus on the goal that are close to us. And if we have time, we'll attack the goal in the middle. And also, we'll like leave like 15 seconds to focus on the goal in the middle because that goal will help us score the most, like more points to like maximize our scores. And also in the middle goal can connect 4 rows, so we can have more points. And for autonomous period, if like team which are better will responsible for connecting a line and the team is weak will like stay there, or some of the time if like we all have same level, we will like separate the goal into different teams. So like one team will focus on scoring 2 goals and one team will focus on scoring 1 goal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Finish.
finish.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No pressure.
Yes, pressure.
And let me remind you. You can take off your mask. when you do a presentation.
Do I need to?
Okay.
If you speak language rather
I'm
than
too handsome. I gotta take it off.
you gotta.
Gotta do it.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Page number 8. Number 8 is I think all you team member have their own task. Can you explain how a team member choose his task or how assign a task to a member? Okay, start.
Okay, so we can I start with it?
Start.
Alright, cool.
Restart.
Yeah, restart.
Okay.
Okay, so we assign our team members jobs by letting them choose first. So, for example, Connor, who's not here, he likes to program, and so naturally he's a programmer. And for example, William right here, he's very familiar with console gaming, so we gave him the pilot job. And for example, they can choose their jobs first, and for the ones who don't know what they want to do, they can either assist at assembly of the car or assist in other stuff.
Finish. You want to get an extra credit?
Yeah, I'll choose another question.
Okay.
That's fine.
Which was? Features. I got it.
Okay, I'll choose question 7.
7.
Can you explain the features or the most important design in your robot?
Go ahead.
So naturally, I would first think of the chassis, which is we chose a holonomic drive, which can help the robot move sideways and forward, and also diagonally, and this also a more convincing thing that would let us choose this chassis is because this car can turn and also move forward at the same time, which makes everything more efficient and smooth. And this competition is not about your building skills it's not mostly about your building skills or your programming skills. It's mostly about efficiency, and this chassis helps us make every movement more efficient. Also, secondly, I would talk about the vision sensor inside here. For example, if our team is the red team and the goal is, for example, red, blue, red, we can take all the balls out and sort them and make the goal red, red, just by pressing one button, and the blue ball will be exhausted from the back. Next is our locking system for the arms, and this helps the arms not flop in the games during the games. And for example, if we don't have this locking system, our arms would just flap around like that, and which would cause us not being able to grab the ball out of the goals efficiently. And again, this game is all about efficiency. And with this locking system, these two cannot be separated. So we can grab the balls out very efficiently, and also it prevents damage to the arms themselves. Done.
Okay. Number 6. The question number 6. What difference between your robot and the other robots?
Is it like similar to number 7?
Number 7?
Number 7.
It's similar. Yeah.
Oh, similar. Okay. Stop.
Okay, so what our robots is different from other robots is that we got holonomic chassis and blocking mechanisms and a little basket thingy in the back of the whole machine, and the visual sensor. So I'm gonna say it like one by one. So we found out that this holonomic chassis is more stable and more efficient than other kinds of chassis, which can help our machine a lot. And the basket thing at the back of the machine can store one of the enemy balls, which make them have one less ball to use, which is advantage for us. And the locking mechanism make sure that the arms won't move around, and so it is easier to suck up the balls. And we make it up like the opposite side, which the arms is connected to the body, so it is better. And the vision sensor is for us to know. It is easier for us to see if the blue ball, if our enemy balls, it is easier to control for us to throw away enemy balls or keep our own balls and throw it into the goals.
Okay, done. Done.
Yes.
Number 2. How do you record your design process in the notebook? Go ahead.
Okay, so in our team we have two teammates that was required for the engineer notebook, and whenever we do at that day, these two people will help us to write down what we done and record that what we have changed in the engineer notebook. And we may took some pictures or videos to record that what have we changed it and what have we done, the new things. Like our hand, our hand wouldn't look like this at the first, so we change it, and then in the engineer notebook then it will show that we have changed the hand, and the whole robot, and we have once tear it apart, and then we made a new one again, and then it will show it in the notebook too. Okay, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna choose a new one.
Okay. And question. Which question? Features.
Yeah, sure, feature.
Features.
Now I choose number 7.
Can you explain the features in
Yeah.
this robot?
Sure. We have used a new kind of I forgot the thing, and it is more easy to get apart, and it's it's easy when is it overheated, and then we can have a quicker move to get apart and change a new one here. And for the hand, our hand was once bigger, and now we made it like this. It's because it can be more sufficient to get inside and done.
And done. Okay. Thank you.
No Japanese.
That's very good.
7. Can you explain features in this robot and the most important design? Okay, stop.
Okay, so there are 2 main features that are important for our robot. The first one is the holonomic chassis. Holonomic chassis is better than the rectangular chassis that cannot rotate while moving in the same direction. So we didn't use it in our final approach. But however, the holonomic chassis has better performance than the rectangular chassis because it uses gyros and omnidirectional wheels. It can rotate while
moving in the same direction, and it can also makes it more easy to move around the field, and especially in the autonomous period to have greater precision and more concise path. And the second one is the quick release motors. We use quick release motors because motors might experience thermal throttling, and so we came up with these quick release motors. So that allows us to change motors within minutes from the use of cable ties. That's basically it.
The most important, which one?
Yeah, the holonomic chassis. And
Control point. Number 2, how do you recall your design process in the notebook?
we first we took pictures and we wrote journals every day for every class, and we organized information for each approaches of our robots, and then we classified designs and mechanisms to come up with analysis charts that best represents the data. So that's because we thought that using images to express is the best way to communicate.
Okay, thank you. Number 3.
Yes.
Can you describe 3 or more game strategies in this